Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. We got a jam-packed show for you guys. Lots and lots to get to. I hope everybody's ready for it today because it's coming hard. It's coming fast, like we always do here on Sports World Radio each and every Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock on the West. And if you live in the Central,
you live in the Central, figure it out.
That's right. Okay, I am the host, Jeff Escal. Let's get all the particulars out of the way, how you can how you can contact us, how you can listen to us, all that good stuff, and then we'll get on with the show. The best way to get in touch with us is come over and hang out in our chat room. We're over at Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker, Spreaker.com. Come on over there, get yourself a free account, type in, get yourself a free account, sign up, then type in Sports World Radio. Click the live show. The show will show up at the bottom of your screen, plus the play button, and then all the way over to the right is the bubble. Click it, and you'll be in the chat room. You'll see our logo. You'll be hanging out in the chat room like everybody else is here today. That's the first way. The second way is head on over to Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio, Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Like our Facebook page, and then you can leave us a message. How about that? Also, after you like our Facebook page, we have a post pinned to the top of our Sports World Radio page on Facebook. Sign our petition to get me to have a sports debate with Skip Bayless. That's right, me and Skip Bayless sports debate. Sign our petition, please. Okay. Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio, Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio as well. Don't forget, you can email us at swrshow@gmail.com. That's swrshow@gmail.com. You want to reach us via phone? Two ways. First, if you have Skype, you can reach us Skype at Sports World Radio Show. That's right, we are on Skype at Sports World Radio Show. And then you can call us at 619-663-3715, 619-663-3715. Hey, Ryan, I heard that you're going to get a new computer and maybe you'll download Skype on it. Well, hey, I got a better idea. Grab your goddamn phone, you piece of crap, and dial 619-663-3715, you rat bastard. How about that? You ain't got the balls to come on here and talk to me. That's the problem. All right, there. Those are all the ways to get in touch with us here at Sports World Radio. Don't forget, we got a contest going on. We're looking for a new intro. 60 seconds long, no curse words. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann must be in there. 60 seconds long, no curse words. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann must be in there. Send it to contest. Send it to intro contest at sportsworldradio.com. Intro contest at sportsworldradio.com. And then finally, don't forget to sign up for our sports shorts. That's right. Don't forget to sign up for our sports shorts and listen to all the conversations that me and the guys have during the commercial breaks. With all the writers, with Frank on the air, Ron on the air. Anybody who's on the phone with us, you get to hear the conversation. Great, great conversations. Sometimes there's a rant. Sometimes we're cracking up. Sometimes we're yelling at each other. It's a lot of fun. Head on over to swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts. That's swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts to sign up today. With all that being said, what do you say? Hey, we bring in that co-host of ours, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on there, buddy?
I'm doing good, Jeff. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sports World Radio on September 3rd, 2015, Thursday. It's 6:08 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 3:08 p.m. on the West Coast. Weather right now is about, 66 degrees and very, very cool out here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. How are you, Jeff, and how's the weather out there?
The weather is freaking hot.
Can't overcome the heat wave.
No, and it's, you know what? And it's only going to get hotter. We're expecting triple digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, you know me, I don't like that stuff. So, yeah, I got the air conditioner on, and we're expecting triple digits here in San Diego within the next couple of days. So, going to be a hot one over the weekend.
Going to be a hot one,
It's a good thing we don't got shows over the weekend.
There we go. Over the holiday weekend, we've got shows.
We got that show on Saturday night.
That's right.
But hopefully, it'll be cool by then. You know
Hopefully
what I mean?
it will. And as we get deeper into September, it'll start hopefully cooling down a little bit in San Diego.
I'm hoping so. Okay, so today on today's show, we're going to have Tripp Mabry coming out from jockjournal.com talking Carolina Panthers football. Okay? That's what we got going on today. And then also in the second hour, we got our good buddy Frank Sprankle coming in.
And also the program director, Josh Lopez. He will be there, too, to give his perspective on some sports stories and Skippy Bayless Bash Hour.
Yeah.
Speaking of Brian Stickablazing, since you brought him up, we do have an update. He said Jock Journal is overrated and it's a fluke and a joke. And he said Sean Mann needs to see somebody because he's too obsessed about the Red Sox, and Jeff Eskow is overrated.
Yeah, we're living inside your head, buddy. That's what we're doing. We're living inside your head.
And that Josh Lopez continues to be a worthless producer and probably calling Frank Sprankle a loudmouth. Such a twerp.
We're living inside your head, buddy. Thank you so much, pal. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting us live inside your head. We appreciate it, buddy.
You can't shake us off because he's upset because Jeff got him fired from his job, and now he wants to get at us every inch and try to post about us in a negative, crude way.
Yeah. We're living inside of his head. He knows it. He can't help himself, man. He can't help himself. He's just that stupid.
11 minutes after the hour on the 3rd of September, we get to our first story. We might as well get it over with and done with. It is finally, hopefully, signed, sealed, and delivered.
No
It is
way.
a week before the first game for the New England Patriots. Tom Brady has had his suspension lifted. The NFL is expected to appeal. I'll make this really short because we don't want to get deeper into this because I know how tiring it has been for all of us. It's been what I call a long 8 months.
It's been a long 8 months, so yeah. Well, I don't think we've seen the end of it, even though Brady has won. Commish has filed an appeal.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell has filed an appeal, and of course this can.
Man.
Yep.
Of course he has. You knew that was going to happen. Whoever lost was going to file the appeal.
That's right. So it's been a clear, for me being a Patriot fan, there's been complete celebration, jubilation because of this situation that has been going on for 8 months. But of course, I know that the NFL was going to appeal, but NFL loses this appeal to the District Judge Richard M. Berman, then I'm going to say that this will be a big loss for the NFL, and it's going to really tarnish Roger Goodell's legacy as NFL commissioner. You never know. He might resign because of this.
I hope so. That would be really nice. Hey, you know something, Josh? Ryan is just as stupid as Skippy if he thinks that Tony Romo is the best quarterback in the league. All right?
Saw that. I was going to get to that next.
What a schmuck he is, best quarterback in the league. Yeah, I got that.
Robert Kraft, the owner, said, quote, "As I've said during this process and throughout his Patriots career, Tom Brady is a classy person of the highest integrity. He represents everything that is great about his game, about this game and this league," the Patriots owner Kraft said in the statement. He added more. He goes, quote, "Yet, with absolutely no evidence of any actions of wrongdoing by Tom in the Wells report, the The lawyers at the league still insisted on imposing and defending unwarranted and unprecedented discipline. Judge Richard Berman understood this, and we are greatly appreciative of his thoughtful decision that was delivered today. Now we can return our focus to the game on the field.
Nash, I'm sure it does help your freaking fantasy team that Tom Brady gets to play now. But what happens if they appeal it? What happens when they appeal it and this new judge says, you know what? Tom Brady's suspended for 4 games or 2 games. Say that happens in the middle of the season. That's going to screw the Patriots. And it's going to piss off Sean.
It will upset me. It will upset all kinds of New England Patriots, especially in Boston and all of New England, especially since this news came out today. So we'll see how well the appeal, actually not how well, but we will see where the appeal is headed.
And I'm going to
Goodell,
laugh.
meanwhile, will not be at the game, a league spokesman
You
told
think?
Fox Sports.
You think? You think he's really going to go to that game? The Pittsburgh
today?
Steelers?
I don't think so.
Get the hell. I really? Come on. You really think he was going to be at that game? He is not going to be at one New England game all year long, unless it's the Super Bowl, because he has to be. He's not going to be at any New England game at all.
No, and he's got a home up in Maine. Of course, there's been negativity that he has had to deal with there, too. It's just been, I know, it's been real frustrating 8 months. It's been a long 8 months. When I was there in Boston, there was a lot of anger and negativity that was going on. And I know, Josh, like we always have in our Skype conference calls, that we don't want to go too much into this. But the writer we had yesterday, Kevin, made a very good point about how we all had to sit back and watch that. Dan Shaughnessy, who is a huge sports writer for the Boston Globe, said that it was amazing when the news just flickered across the tickers, and we were all watching you on ESPN today about this. But Shaughnessy was shocked about it, and I'm sure everybody else was pretty much shocked about it. And if you're a Patriot fan, yeah, you're happy about this, but the NFL is not done, like you pointed out. It would screw with the whole season to see Tom Brady still maybe have to serve a 4-game suspension or maybe 1 game or 2. That depends on what the other judge says. But this is not over yet, but hopefully it's going to be close to being over. In the Las Vegas, the Patriots immediately moved from 3-point favorites to 6.5-point favorites in that Week 1 game, and the over and under total grew from 48.5 points to 51 at William Hill's Nevada Sportsbook.
Yeah, so everything went up because Tom's staying in.
Everything, yes, quickly. And the Patriots tonight do play the New York Giants tonight for the exhibition game.
Big
and the
deal.
news comes out of New England that, and in Boston Globe, that Tom Brady and Jimmy Garoppolo will not be in shoulder pads tonight. They will not be at the game tonight. So it has been a very great day for the New England Patriots, but like you said, this thing is still not over.
Yeah, because they want to see who's going to be their third-string quarterback, just like in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have Tebow and whatchamacallit playing tonight.
Yeah.
Matt Barkley playing tonight.
My point is that the way I look at it is that, Jeff, the NFL takes this to another judge, and let's say the judge says, I'll go along with the other judge. How much do you think the NFL is going to suffer from this? I say it's going to be a lot.
I think the fans, this is really going to sound crazy, I think the fans should boycott opening games to send a message to Roger Goodell. I think I think there should be no fans in any game in the first week of the season. Boycott the games, send a message to Roger Goodell saying, you're screwing up the league, we want you out.
True.
Fans don't go to 2 games in a row. You know what's going to happen?
What?
Roger Goodell's going to get fired.
He is, and there was something that I saw.
That's the only way fans can get Roger Goodell fired is by boycotting games. And I know that's never going to happen because these crazy people here have been waiting for football forever, okay, since the Super Bowl ended. So I know that that's not going to happen. But that will send a message to Roger Goodell and all the owners, and I guarantee you, there's no fans in any stadiums for 2 weeks. Roger Goodell will be gone before the third week starts.
Mm-hmm. And here it is. Public enemy number one in New England won't be in Foxborough for the NFL season opener next week between the Patriots and Steelers. Commissioner Goodell, whose handling of the Deflategate case has drawn scorn from the Patriots fan base in recent months, will skip next Thursday night's game between the reigning Super Bowl champions and the Pittsburgh Steelers at Gillette Stadium, an NFL spokesman told Fox Sports.
You think? He's going to send the deputy commissioner instead.
That's right. Goodell opted not to attend because he, quote, because he felt and he believes the focus should be on the game, on the field, and the festivities celebrating the Patriots' Super Bowl championship. That's the league spokesman's Brian McCarthy told Fox Sports.
Well, that's a
he
bunch
will
of
watch
hogwash.
on television instead.
That's a bunch of hogwash. He just don't want to get booed out of the building.
Not only booed, but you could see a lot of people throwing stuff at him. There could be threats on him. It could be really ugly because, yes, when I was in Boston, he became the public enemy number one. When I was at friends' apartments and when I was visiting with people who I had met there was complete anger with Roger Goodell, and it has been negative. I've been on my Facebook today, and there has just been all kinds of attacks on NFL Commissioner Goodell, and that's why I'm saying his legacy is very, very much going to be tarnished, and that people are going to look at him as the NFL commissioner, as a person who has not ever handled disciplinary action well, from bounty scandal to other players getting busted like Ray Rice and Adrian Peterson and now Tom Brady in this whole Deflategate situation.
You know something?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little annoyed at ESPN.
Yeah.
I'm a little annoyed at him. You know why?
Why?
They removed Kurt Schilling from the coverage for the rest of the season, right?
Yeah.
Has been removed from MLB coverage for the rest of the season. For the statements that he made and the memes that he made comparing Muslims to Nazis, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you suspend him for the rest of the baseball season, but you still let Chris Carter on your goddamn airways for what he said? You know something? You want to know something, ESPN? I'm going to take it this far, and I don't care if I get in any trouble at all with anybody whatsoever for making this statement right here. ESPN, you're racist. You suspend Kurt Schilling for saying what he said and memed what he said, but you got Chris Carter on your airwaves and didn't do a goddamn thing for what he said? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Ashamed of yourselves. I'm annoyed with them. That pisses me off to no end. Personally, what Chris Carter said
was worse than what Schilling said.
Exactly right, Sean. Exactly right. And Chris Carter is still on the airwaves? That's ridiculous, ESPN. For shame. For shame on you, ESPN. That's ridiculous. And you want to know something? That's a form of racism right there. Kick the white guy off, but leave the other guy on? What are you, kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Carter's statements are worse than what Kurt Schilling did. No doubt about it. And I'm Jewish, okay? Schilling's remarks did not bother me one bit, okay? Chris Carter's remarks bugged me a whole bunch. Telling rookies in the NFL to find a fall guy so if you get in trouble, somebody else can go to jail for you? That's worse than what Kurt Schilling did. Way worse. And ESPN didn't do a damn thing to Chris Carter. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Right.
That pisses me off. Should be ashamed of themselves. Damn right I did.
Nash, story title. Jeff Eskow.
Damn
calls
right I did.
ESPN racist.
Right, and if you're going to spell my last name, spell it correctly. Eskow. Damn right I did. That's ridiculous right there. They leave Chris Carter on the airwaves for saying what he said, but they suspend Curt Schilling. Bah humbug on you. You should yank Chris Carter off all ESPN airwaves for the entire NFL season. Should not be allowed on Mike and Mike. Should not be allowed on NFL Today. Should not be allowed on NFL in the morning. None of that crap. ESPN, none of that. Take him off from the entire ESPN platform for the whole NFL season for what he said. And the only reason why he apologized, Chris Carter, is because he got caught. Because this happened last year, and he didn't apologize until 2 weeks ago. That's ridiculous. The only reason why he apologized is because he got caught. He should not be on their airwaves. You're damn right I'm calling him racist. Pisses me off.
And so that's why probably, Jeff, you're wanting to make sure that you don't want anything to do with them for what they have with the
I would
that
never, ever work for ESPN. There's no money in the world that would make me work for ESPN.
It's probably because they have policies. It's like you have to agree to the policies of how we want you to be professional and watch what you say before you say it. That's probably what they're getting at.
You come to me, you want this show, I ain't changing crap. You came to me for a reason. You want this show on your airways for a reason. Don't make me change it because then it ain't this show. I ain't changing this show for nobody.
At least we're neutral and we're unbiased.
We're an equal opportunity ripper. You screw up, we're calling you out on it. You don't like it, don't screw up. It's that simple. Don't forget, at the bottom of the hour coming up is Tripp Mabry from JockJournal.com talking about Carolina Panthers football. And at the top of the hour, we got our big win coming in, Frank Sprankle.
Yeah, I will probably hear it from Frank as he will get my reaction about Deflategate. Didn't want to go on too much about that, but yeah, that's another big thing that ESPN makes the decision today that they will suspend Curt Schilling, of course, like you said, for the remainder of the season.
I am. That is just ridiculous. ESPN, you want to know something? You got your crap backwards. Whoever's running that, you got you know what? You're a moron. You got your crap backwards. You should be fired. Ridiculous, man.
It's really stupid
It
when
is.
you think that.
It is really stupid. Chris Carter should be suspended just like Curt Schilling. You suspend one, but you don't suspend the other? What the hell's the matter with you people over there? You suspend people, fire people for less than what Chris Carter did, and you do nothing to him, but you suspend Curt Schilling? And you know something? I can't stand Le Bertard, but you suspended Le Bertard for him spending his own money and putting a billboard up and ripping LeBron. Spending his own money. Didn't mention ESPN at all on the billboard. Had nothing to do with you people. Did it on his own time, spent his own. And you suspended from that? And you're not doing anything to Chris Carter? For shame, ESPN. For shame on you.
And it's been disappointing, too, when you think about other things that you talk about Chris Carter. I was still upset that they got rid of Bill Simmons. I really enjoyed Bill Simmons. He had a good voice, and he had always good perspective on things, too.
You have all these guys who you want to have opinions on their radio show, but as soon as they have an opinion that you don't agree with, you suspend them or fire them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not right.
No, not right at all.
You hire a guy to do a show, to give his opinion about a sports topic, and then you fire him or suspend him for giving that opinion? Why even bother bringing him on the ESPN to begin with?
Pretty stupid.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Carter wasn't even doing it for ESPN at the time. He was doing something for the NFL. I understand he made a mistake. I get that. But he didn't apologize until over a year later, because he got caught. What does that say? And I can almost bet you he believes what he says. He just apologized because he got caught. On that note, we're going to run to a commercial break. We're going to have Tripp Mabry coming on from jockjournal.com talking Carolina Panthers football when we come back from this commercial break. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
Which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock on the West, and if you live in the Central,
figure it out.
Joining us right now from JockJournal.com, covering the Carolina Panthers for Jock Journal, Tripp Mabry. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're doing great out here. It's nice and warm out here where I live in San Diego, and the same thing out there where Sean lives. What's the weather like out there where you live, buddy?
Well, here in North Carolina, it's pretty warm, sunny. I haven't had some rain in a while. Overall, weather's good.
You haven't had some rain in a while, dude. We haven't had rain in months here in San Diego. We're in such a nasty water drought, it's ridiculous. Talk about rain. You know?
Yeah, well, we've had a sunny streak here.
Well, that's good. That's good. I have one more question to ask you before we start with the Carolina Panthers. How does it feel to be the very first Jock Journal reporter on Sports World Radio?
It feels good. It feels like some pressure, but I'm ready for the task. I'm up for the task.
No pressure, my friend. I told you in the email. Just think about you talking with your friends on sports. That's all you're doing. Right? Don't worry about
Yes,
it.
sir.
That's all you're doing. You're just talking sports with your friends. You know?
Hey, I'm good. I'm ready to roll.
All right. So, Carolina Panthers are in that wacky division over there with the, with all that wacky team. What do you project for them this year in Carolina?
Whew. Well, with Kelvin going down and the receivers not showing too much up on the preseason, it's hard to really grasp. But if I had to guess a record, I would say that we can still pull off a 10-6, maybe even 11-5.
Right. Not bad. Okay, so they've had some wide receivers go down. Ted Ginn Jr.'s got to step up this year, doesn't he?
Yes, not only him, but people like Devin Funches need to step up, and hopefully Corey Brown can learn how to catch the ball.
Tripp, is Ron Rivera's job in jeopardy this year?
I don't believe so, no. I mean, last year, of course, we had a down year, but Cam was never fully healthy. This year we get Cam back, but Kelvin's down. But I don't believe that we were going to outscore teams anyways, Kelvin or no Kelvin.
Hey Tripp, Mike Schuler has been the offensive coordinator there for a couple of years now. Do you see them making any changes into their offense?
As far as play calling or as far as personnel?
As far as play calling first, and then we'll move into personnel.
I think so. I think if no receiver truly steps up and takes that number one role by storm, I think you may see some more can design runs and more running in general. Because if the passing game's not there, we're going to have a good running game to get anything done.
Right.
Tripp, your thoughts on the Carolina Panthers defense? What do you expect to see out of them this year?
Well, the front seven is hopefully will be business as usual with Luke Cheek leading the linebacking core with TD and rookie Shaq Thompson. And then, of course, on the D-line, you have people like Charles Johnson and Star Lotulelei, who hopefully can get back from this foot injury. But I'm actually talking about secondary, adding in veteran cornerback Charles Tillman along with Josh Norman, who is an up-and-coming young cornerback. So I'm very excited about not only the front seven, but the defense as a whole this year.
Yeah, Carolina has been ranked in the top 10 defense in last 3 seasons. Do you see them? Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I expect no different this year. I think top 10 again in 2015.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask you. You see them staying in the top 10 or faltering at all? You don't, do you?
No. But looking at the schedule, we don't play too many high-powered offenses. We have a 5-game streak where we play the Colts, Seahawks, Packers, Eagles, and Cowboys 5 weeks in a row. But other than that, we don't really play too many prolific offenses this season.
Tripp, what do you expect for the Panthers in their division? Like, what I'm getting at is who is their biggest threat in that NFC South division?
Ooh. I want to say the Atlanta Falcons because I think that Matt Ryan just has more weapons than Drew Brees does around him. Drew Brees has Brandon Cooks, who people are pegging as a sophomore breakout candidate. But Matt Ryan has Julio Jones. He has Roddy White, Justin Hardy. And I think that the Falcons have a more complete team to compete with the Panthers for the division title.
Tripp Mayberry joining us from JockJournal.com talking Carolina Panthers football. Tripp, Cam Newton has not played a full season yet. They're always using their backup quarterbacks. Can Derek Anderson and or Joe Webb control this team if Cam Newton goes down?
I think so. Derek Anderson was a Pro Bowler in 2007, I believe. So it's always nice to have a Pro Bowler as your backup, and he's been there long enough to know the offense, and I believe that if he had to be thrown into the situation, he could handle it well.
Tripp, your view of the special teams for the Carolina Panthers?
The special teams?
Yes.
Well, of course we have the bomb squad. Graham Gano, Brad Nortman, and long snapper J.J. Jansen. Graham Gano had a bit of an off year last year, but I heard something that he had a bad back off last season, so hopefully he's over that and can regain his accuracy. As far as returners go, I am so excited that we got Ted Ginn back because last year I was very upset having to watch Britton Burson return punts. So hopefully with Ted Ginn back there returning and a healthy Graham Gano, we'll have a good special teams unit to go along with that defense.
Tripp, offensive line, you have Michael Orr on this team now. How important is the offensive line to keep Cam Newton healthy this year?
I think this year now more than ever because Cam, at least in the past years, has had a number one target, whether it be Steve Smith and then Kelvin. Now he doesn't have a receiver that I believe he truly trusts enough to throw the ball to consistently besides Greg Olsen. So now more than ever, he's going to need time to go through his reads and check downs and see who he has to throw to.
Tripp, how does the running back situation look for the Carolina Panthers as we stay a little bit in the offense?
Well, Jonathan Stewart is going to be our lead back this year going into the season for the first time in his career because he's always been there with Andrew Williams. But then again, he's always one that's been bitten by the injury bug. So if he goes down, people like rookie Cameron Payne and guys like Fonzie Whitaker are going to have to step up for some carries. But I like the talent we have in that position.
How important is it for Mike Talbot to stay healthy this year for them?
Oh, he's huge. He's a big part of our offense. I'm not sure exactly what the record was last year, but I think we went 6-1 after he got back from a broken leg last year. Mm-hmm. So he's a big part of it. Not only blocky, but short yardage carries and goal line carries. Also, he's a better receiver out of the backfield than he gets credit for.
Ryan, this way, if Jonathan Stewart goes out, Mike Talbot could actually fill that role, couldn't he?
I'm not sure if he can be a free down back, but he can definitely take some of the load off.
Tripp, what is the mood in Charlotte for the Carolina Panthers? Are the expectations high or low for the fan base this year?
I'm gonna go with guarded optimism, if that's even a phrase.
Okay. What do you think what's your opinion? The over and under for wins to win the NFC South.
To win the division, I'm going to say 8.
You're going to say 8.
I'm going to say 8 wins or more wins that division this year.
Okay. You mentioned, Tripp, you mentioned the bomb squad. Who's part of that bomb squad?
That would be our kicker, Graham Gano, our punter, Brad Nortman, and our long snapper, J.J. Jansen.
And why are they called the bomb squad?
I'm not sure. I think it's just a nickname they came up with as a special teams unit.
Did they come up with it, or did the fans come up with it?
A mixture of both, I believe. Sort of like the Legion of Boom, only special teams.
Wow, that's pretty funny because we got a couple of people in our chat room. Bomb squad. That's kind of funny for having it on a special teams. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Tripp, when you did mention a couple questions back, I asked you about Juan Rivera, the coach of the Panthers. Are there any, is the defensive coordinator under fire this year for the Panthers? Special teams coach or offensive coordinator under fire this year?
I would keep an eye on Mike Shula this year because our offense has underperformed for the past few years.
Uh-huh.
And so if he doesn't make a change and if our offense doesn't progress in a positive way, then he could be on the hot seat.
Well, Cam Newton really hasn't been healthy the last 2 years and played a full season to really see how that offense could run with Cam Newton at the helm for the whole season, correct?
True.
So you really can't throw that on Shula, but then again, if you got your backup coming in and he can't run Shula's offense, then maybe it is Shula, right?
Yeah, I think either way. I think at a point, good or bad, you have to make a change at some point.
All right, so let's get to the final. Let's get to the final 2 questions that we like to ask all the riders when they come on the show. You mentioned it at the beginning. What do you think their record is going to be this year?
I would say if everyone stays healthy, we have a potential to go 10-6.
10-6. Okay, and who do you think's going to be in Super Bowl 50 this year?
Ooh, on the AFC side, I like the Colts this year.
Okay.
Luck has a good running back for the first time in his career in Frank Gore. Plus, he has Andre Johnson coming in.
Right.
Plus, Moncrief can step up in that receiver 3 role. So I like the Colts on the AFC side. And then on the NFC side, I'm going to take... Even without Jordy Nelson, I'm taking the Green Bay Packers on the NFC side.
Okie dokie. All right, so you got 10-6 as the record, and the Packers and the Colts in the Super Bowl. Tripp, why don't you let everybody know where they can follow you online?
My Twitter is @TheRealTrippMabry, and Tripp Mabry is spelled TrippMabrey. And my Instagram is the same, @TheRealTrippMabry.
Hey, Tripp, thank you so much for joining us here on Sports World Radio, and I know we're going to be doing it again during the season, talking to you about Carolina Panthers football. Thank you again, buddy.
Yes, thank you.
All right, there goes Tripp Mabry from JockJournal.com. We just finished talking Carolina Panthers football. We're going to run to our first update of the day. This update is brought to you by JockJournal.com. Head on over to JockJournal.com and check out all their writers going on, all their NFL talk they got over there. Check out JockJournal.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. And thank you, Tripp, for coming in for this wonderful interview. It is Thursday, September 3rd, 2015. We're at 45 minutes past the hour. On college football, as it resumes, as more of the season starts tonight, Alcorn State taking on Georgia Tech, TCU at Minnesota, Texas San Antonio taking on Arizona, and then, of course, Friday's action is tomorrow, and, of course, lots of top 25 action for college football on Saturday. In the NFL, of course, the big news today, Tom Brady's suspension has been lifted. NFL is appealing that suspension, taking it to a different judge, so we will find out if Brady can play the full season. Of course, he is slated to play the first 4 games of the NFL season. But we do have preseason. It is the final weekend. Here are all the games for tonight. You got the Buccaneers at the Dolphins, Bengals at Colts, Ravens at Falcons, Saints at Packers, Eagles at Jets, Jaguars at Redskins, Panthers at Steelers, Bills at Lions, Giants at Patriots, Browns at Bears, Texans at Cowboys, Vikings at the Titans, Chiefs at the Rams, Cardinals at Broncos, Chargers at the 49ers, and lastly, it'll be the Raiders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. In Major League Baseball, of course, here are the games that we have. We have one final from today, afternoon baseball. The Chicago White Sox do something that they know they want to do, even though they're pretty much long out of the playoff race. They are playing spoiler. They did that today. They beat the Twins 6-4. Here's the other action we have on this Thursday night. Braves at the Nationals, Pirates at Brewers, Tigers at Royals, Giants at Rockies, and lastly, it'll be the Dodgers taking on the Padres. This update was brought to you by JockJournal.com. Please feel free to go over to JockJournal.com and look at all the writers and all their contributions and what they do as we are in football season. When we come back from this commercial break and update, more sports talk with Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann. Followed at the top of the hour, we'll have Josh Lopez and Frank Sprenkel coming on Sports Perspective, and don't forget, Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. Be right back after this commercial break.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
genius. He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hello there. I'm a famous actor. Pretty sure you know who I am. And when I want to know what's going on in the sports world, I tune into Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right, Mr. Sean, where are we going next?
All right, Jeff, as we move in, of course, we've talked about NFL. I think before we came on, didn't you say you had something on the Washington Redskins that they screwed up? I thought you said something.
But I don't have the story in front of me right now, and it wasn't the Washington Redskins per se. It was a wife. I can't remember if it was the wife of the president or whatever it was, but she screwed up big time. I'll find the story, and we'll talk about it.
All right, so we know that we've talked about Curt Schilling. Let's see. In other MLB news, Tim Lincecum to have hip surgery. He is done for the rest of the season. So Tim Lincecum, who, of course, has been a big-name pitcher for the San Francisco Giants, will be out the entire year, especially since the Giants are now battling with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hello, Frank. Good to see you, bud. What do you think of that with Lincecum? The Giants are in a battle with the Dodgers there, Jeff, and losing Lincecum is a big piece for them.
A big piece for them. A big piece for them. Well, they're not going to make the playoffs anyway, so it's not going to matter.
Yeah, they're pretty much getting pretty close to being done because the Pirates and the Cubs are way ahead. The Giants are sitting 6.5 games behind the L.A. Dodgers in the National League West. I think it's pretty much likely that the Giants will not be repeating this year as the defending World Series champions. And, of course, we all know what happens with the even years, that it seems like the even years are more in favor to the San Francisco Giants than odd years.
Mm-hmm. Redskins general manager's wife, Jessica McCloughan, I can't even pronounce the last name.
I can't. Good luck with that one, right?
McLaughlin or whatever the heck it is. I know. I bet you Frank knows all about this. Okay, made some disparaging remarks and unfounded comments on her Twitter account about a female ESPN reporter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing that the NFL or anybody can do. So it was really bad. I seen it this morning. I was like, you got to be kidding me. It was really, really bad.
Bad indeed.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Ridiculous. Yep. Very, very bad. We'll get into that story later on. I'm sure Frank knows all about it. And we'll get into that story later on.
I'm sure he's going to have the perspective on that.
Yep. I want to thank Tripp Mabry coming in from JockJournal.com talking Carolina Panthers football with us at the bottom of the hour. Thank you very much, Tripp. We'll get some more Jock Journal guys coming on the airwaves talking football with us all season long. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, Frank, as we get kind of back to baseball, yeah, I agree with you. I think that that's what everybody's going to be looking forward to seeing next month is the Pirates, of course, being the team that we've seen since 2013 back in the but remember, in 2013, they had to play a play-in game just to play the St. Louis Cardinals and take them to 5 games. Then they played the Giants last year, and they got embarrassed 8-0 at home. We possibly could see it again where the Pirates will host maybe a playoff game, the one-game play-in game against the Chicago Cubs.
Great.
And I will be thinking of 2 people Frank and Wes. Those will be the two people I'll think of.
I don't even want to see that game, to tell you the truth.
I think it's probably more than likely that we'll see that because the Pirates have been on a roll. Every time the Pirates think that they're right close to catching up with the Cardinals, it just seems like St. Louis has got too much power. The Pirates are now trailing 6 games. They're 6 games back of St. Louis for the National League Central.
Well, they ain't going to win the Central. They ain't going to win the Central, but they're going to probably win the wild card because they're up 4.5 games over the Cubs on the wild card.
Right.
It looks like it's going to be Pittsburgh and the Cubs in the wild card because San Francisco's 6.5 games behind the Cubbies.
And that would be a great matchup. You're right, Frank. I believe the pressure is on the Pittsburgh Pirates because they know what happened last year. They got embarrassed in that one-game play-in game when they lost at home. So the Pirates know that they want to have revenge for what happened last year. But they know that the Cubs are one of the hottest teams right now in the National League.
Yes, they are. Big time. Big time. Right?
Right.
We'll see what happens.
The Pirates have been amazing, and I have to still say, I know as much as we joke about the Pirates, we give Wes a bad time about the Pirates, I have to say this, though, and vent it, that Clint Hurdle has done an amazing job as manager. He is a great manager.
Look who the Pirates are playing. Freaking Milwaukee.
Right.
Talk about having an easy. Jesus, criminy.
Right.
You know? They probably got an easy schedule. Bunch of fairies.
That's true, Frank, they have, but I still say the Cubs look very, very good right now and will probably have that number 2 National League wild card wrapped up. I don't see any way how that the Cubs could possibly blow it for the final month as they get ready to hopefully hold on and hold off the Giants.
Let's hope not. You know?
Let's
hope they don't blow it.
That happens and the Cubs possibly blow it to the Giants, then you know that curse of the Billy Goat's going to come right back and bite them in the end.
Let's hope not. You know?
Yeah, they are. They're fine. And Frank, you got to remember, as we talk a little bit about this when you come on, the Cubs have the right man as manager to make sure the team is in a position to get there, Joe Maddon. And I have respect for Joe Maddon because he keeps his teams motivated. He keeps his teams together. He makes sure they stick together. I know as a Red Sox fan, it was not easy when the Red Sox and Rays always played against each other, like 2008 or 2011, especially losing game 162 in 2011, and then, of course, losing in 7 games in the ALCS until the Red Sox finally got revenge against Joe Maddon. But Joe Maddon's a good manager. He knows how to get teams turned around, and he knows how to make sure that they are a threat. And I think with the Cubs, you know, we were talking about this too, Frank, a couple nights ago with Jeff, and I think with you and I on there, and Josh. The Cubs may have a chance to to try to wrap this thing up because I know the Cubs are anxious. They want to end 107 years of misery.
Well, I'd like to see him finally get it done. You know? I would love to see him finally get it done.
Because we've seen the Black Sox curse of 2005 come to an end. The curse of the Bambino, of course, has come to is dead and buried and gone. It's been closed. And, of course, the Cubs are one of those teams that has had a team that's trying to end their long championship drought. And Theo Epstein is trying to do what he did in Boston as he wants to add that to the Chicago Cubs.
Right. Exactly.
57 minutes after the hour. In the NBA, of course, here's other news to report. Back again to the Kobe Bryant Shaquille O'Neal thing. Why Shaq's departure ultimately paid off for the Lakers. When Shaquille O'Neal left the LA Lakers in June of 2005, actually June of 2004, after they ended up losing to Detroit, the Lakers felt like maybe it was the end, but it really wasn't. They also point out in the story that the Lakers quickly were a threat, even when Kobe Bryant, of course, re-signed with the Lakers and kind of brought of course, 2 more championships to L.A. after Shaq left.
Mm-hmm. Right. Listen. It's apples and oranges, man. You know?
Yeah, and you can't compare apples and oranges together.
It's apples and oranges, pretty much. That's how I look at it. Because you can't compare that.
And I say that what happened with the breakup of the Lakers after they lost the 2004 finals to Detroit in 5 games, pretty much everybody felt it was the end of that era, and everybody felt the Lakers would never, ever be the same. And for a while, they really weren't the same after that because Phil Jackson had left, Peyton got traded to Boston, Shaq went to Miami, and then you had, of course, Kobe Bryant, who ended up staying with the Lakers, but L.A., of course, had to deal with the fact they had Rudy Tomjanovich there as coach, and then he left because he was battling cancer. And then you had Frank Hamlin, who came in, one of Phil Jackson's assistants. But then, finally, Phil and Kobe patched up their differences.
Yeah. Good thing they did.
Yeah.
Right?
And I believe that L.A. definitely has been a different team after Phil Jackson stepped down, because then Mike Brown came in and took over as coach, and then Mike D'Antoni. So it's been a different L.A. Laker team. And I don't even expect them to be a really serious threat this year.
You don't, do you?
I don't. I don't think the L.A. Lakers are going to be that strong of a team. You know, Kobe and that one guy, the rapper who came on for First Take, believes the Lakers are a serious threat to make the playoffs. I don't see that happening. Of course, everybody's main focus is on the Cavaliers, and now everybody expects the Cavaliers to win an NBA championship next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Jeff is boycotting the Cavs.
That's right. That's exactly why I'm boycotting the man. I'm not watching any Cavs game unless they're playing the New York Knicks. That's it.
NBA playoffs, you'd just be happy to see them get booted out.
That's right.
And on that note, we're at the top of the hour. We have to run to a commercial break. We got Josh Lopez and Frank Sprankle coming on.
It's going to be a lot of fun. The Big Bag of Win. Josh Lopez, the producer. Skip Bayless Bash Hour coming. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Shaw Man on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Shaw Man, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right. So, joining us like he always does each and every Tuesday and Thursday in the second hour of the show is our good friend, the Chicago blowhard himself, Mr. Frank Sprankle. What's up, buddy?
Why don't you ask Sean how he's doing?
I know you're doing good. You're always doing good.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, I can see why you're doing good.
Why? Yeah, well, we know why Sean's doing good.
Yeah, of course he's doing good. And you know what? This doesn't affect me at all because my favorite team is not in the NFC.
You
in
were
the
asking-
AFC. My favorite team's the NFC team.
You were asking me where I was and what I was doing with the new.
I was thinking of you. I was thinking of you at the time.
I was actually getting up. I had just because I wake up about a little bit after 6 because I had to get ready for work. And when the news broke, I was really, really happy about it. And I clearly knew Brady was going to win this because he was not going to go away without a fight. And it's a major win for the Patriots. They do play the Giants tonight, and there's complete jubilation in Gillette Stadium. And I have to say, Frank, when I was there 4 months ago, there was complete anger from Patriot fans. I had met with a lot of my friends there back east, and they said it was just a stupid, stupid decision that Roger Goodell made. And I'm going to say this. This damages his legacy as an NFL commissioner. I'd say Roger Goodell, it is time for him to quit because he has been an absolute disgrace as an NFL commissioner.
This is the big blow to Goodell.
Are we done with this?
Dude, you may want to avoid ESPN.
I don't know,
I just want to
Josh.
avoid this whole topic.
I'm with you on that.
It's over with.
Oh, Josh Lopez, the producer of the show, joining us as well like he does each and every day for the Skip Bayless Bash Hour. What's up,
Hey, let
buddy?
me ask you this, Josh.
What's up, peeps?
Let me ask you this, Hump. Are you jealous you're not Tom Brady? This guy's got it made.
No.
I could give two fig doings about Tom
Thank
Brady.
you.
I thought he should have been suspended for the whole year, so either way, I don't care what happens to him.
Tom Brady's got it more made than I do.
It just makes me happy. And now New England is the biggest threat in the NFL, and it makes them a really tough team to beat this year.
Yeah, I guess Tom Brady will actually get to play in AT&T Stadium. Think about that, because what was initially supposed to be the 4-game suspension was also included that game against the Cowboys in AT&T Stadium. Tom Brady has never played there.
But let me add this, though. We know when NFL Real Talk gets here, it'll be one night before they play the Indianapolis Colts, and I think we'll all be saying that that's going to have the most hype of all because the Colts were the one Indianapolis sports writer came out and said that the Patriots were using 10 of 11 deflated footballs. I agree with Josh, though. I am glad that this case is basically, hopefully, close to being done with and over with because I have to say, Jeff and Josh and Frank, it's been a very long 8 months. It's been a very long 8 months for anybody who is a Patriot fan, an NFL fan, or an anti-Patriot hater.
Does anybody know if Brady is actually playing against the Giants tonight?
No. Brady
he's not.
and Phillip and Garoppolo are not expected to start tonight's game.
Not even Garoppolo? I figured Jimmy Garoppolo would be getting some reps.
Jimmy, yeah. No, Jimmy and Tom Brady will not be starting tonight, and that's all right. But Patriot fans are selling out, saying Brady is free. He is freed. They freed Tom Brady. It is hopefully a major victory in the Patriots nation.
Oh, I think it's the big victory for Patriots. It's the victory for Patriots. It's the biggest victory for the Patriots nation since the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even bigger.
So. I'd say so. And when I was visiting with my friends up in Boston, Frank, they were saying Brady will, when I was up there, people were saying that to me when I was visiting with them, they said Brady will, no question about this, win this thing. And now with Roger Goodell, though, it's time for him to quit. If he's going to be an NFL, because you know what they said today? They came out with the report on ESPN today that the NFL needs to buck down on disciplinary action. They need to do a better job with it, and they have not done a better job since Roger Goodell has been the NFL commissioner.
Here's what bothers me about Roger Goodell. I know you guys talked about this in the first hour. I just got home. Shouldn't Roger Goodell be at the kickoff game?
No. He knows very well, Frank, if he shows up to that kickoff, I know you are about ifs there, Jeff, but I know that Roger Goodell shows up to that kickoff next week, he will get booed, people will throw things at him, and maybe give him threats because he is now the public enemy number one. And I now know that it will not be pretty between him and Robert Kraft because they had a good friendship, but I think that friendship now has quickly deteriorated.
You don't think Roger Goodell will show up in disguise?
No. He's not. Frank, he will not be there. He will not be at that. He will not be there for the opening kickoff because I think he's afraid for his safety. I was there, and I can tell you, 4 months ago, people angry with Roger Goodell. They hated him.
Then
And
you
I
know
don't
what?
blame him at all.
All right, fine. If Roger Goodell is going to go in all of this hiding, then you know what? It's best that you resign as NFL commissioner right now. Save yourself some face. Resign. Take the stress off your family of all these so-called threats. Just get out of there.
And I have to say this, too. It's almost in a few weeks coming to a year almost about how, Jeff, you and I remember the show we did last year. Roger Goodell came out and said that it's all on me that I'm not doing a good job with disciplinary action. Well, this just adds to this for the disciplinary action. He blew it, he lost, and the federal judge even did say that basically the problem is that it came down too hard on him.
How about
that
the fact
the judge came down? Yeah.
Okay, think about this now with Tom Brady coming back. Actually, presumably going to start a week from tonight against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Doesn't that help television ratings?
It will help the
television. It will, immensely.
It will help the television ratings tremendously because Brady had even been preparing for this game against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think it was right. I mean, you got to listen. You have to have had two plans here. You had to have had Jimmy Garoppolo just in case, but also Tom Brady should the suspension be reduced or nullified, in this case nullified. I honestly think that the Patriots did this right by preparing Tom Brady, by preparing Jimmy Garoppolo.
What I like, Frank and Jeff, as we're not going to try to talk about this forever because we have other stuff we have to get to, but I need to hear your perspective too, Frank, about this. What I like about the Patriots is this, is a man who also deserves credit is not just Tom Brady, but Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft came out a few months ago in July, and he said this. He goes, "It's my fault," and he even apologized to the Patriot fans, the organization, that he did not stand beside Tom Brady because back in May, he was kind of going along with what the NFL came down to for this Deflategate scandal. This is one of the worst scandals, I don't know, since Bounty scandal. It's in a long time, especially since it's just been really ugly. But it is a victory, and we'll see what the appeal says, but I think the NFL will lose the appeal to the other.
I think so, too. I think what's done is done, and Tom Brady is going to start a week from tonight against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is going to take part in all 4 games in which his suspension was supposed to have been. I'll be honest. As far as the teams, I mentioned this in the sports shorts, and I was mentioning the Buffalo Bills, the New York Jets, the Miami Dolphins. This is a big blow for them because you figure with Brady being out for 4 games here, this potentially could open the door for one of these teams to possibly take advantage of going out on top in the early going and maybe being in first place. But with Tom Brady, boy, it must make a Bills, Dolphins, and Jets fans sick.
Frank, my question to you is, where were you when you got the news today about this Deflategate? You know where you were at?
Yes, I was just waking up. I was up. Here's the thing. I did sleep in a little bit to about 9:30 because I was up till about 3 doing some work. So I needed some rest. I didn't have a chance to take a nap. So I woke up at 9:30. I put ESPN on, and the first thing I see is, well, sure enough, Tom Brady's suspension has been nullified by this judge. Then I put the NFL Network. So you got to understand, I go through various channels. I will sometimes check social media. Sometimes I will just head for my television. But understand, I had not gotten much sleep last night considering I was up late doing some work. But should I be shocked? I mean, what's the reaction? Should we be shocked here?
I don't think we should be shocked, Jeff and Frank, because, Jeff, you pointed it out that you were really kind of like saying all along that Brady's going to win this and he's going to take it to the highest court, and he did that.
Yeah, I knew he was
won.
Win it.
Tom Brady wins.
He won that, and you knew the NFL was going to appeal it, but I think the NFL should just not appeal it. Why do I say that? Very, very simple. Let's focus on 2015. Let's put the differences aside and let's forget about this. We already know that before every Sunday there are going to be people checking about deflated footballs. We already know that. We already know that they're going to do that. But let's put the differences aside and let's just focus on the game and let's just get ready for a week from today. This is what everybody waits for in the entire world about this time, is the NFL on Thursday nights and Sunday and Mondays.
Okay, I guarantee you, away from Gillette Stadium, which is the safe zone for Tom Brady, he's going to go into 8 other NFL stadiums during the season, and he is going to hear it. You think they're going to listen? Come a week from the night, there's going to be a lot of appreciation. There's going to be a lot of cheers, a lot of applause. That's going to be a Tom Brady love fest.
Right.
But you go into these 8 other stadiums, Sean, it's going to be anything but. These people are these fans of other teams. In their mind, I think they see Tom Brady as being guilty, and they despise him, and they're going to let him hear it when he goes on the road.
And that was something I was talking about when I was at work today, that wherever he goes, the Patriots, Brady, Belichick, they're going to have to hear all this negativity.
They're the most hated team in the NFL.
Yeah, on the road, they are the most hated team in the NFL. On the road, wherever they go. I'm just kind of like glad that finally this is finally coming to an end, because it's been a black cloud over me as a Patriot fan, then a black cloud over all other Patriot fans, the organization, and Robert Kraft and the Kraft family, because Robert Kraft is a sensational owner.
He is.
He bought that team in January of 1994, and his purpose was to get a Super Bowl to New England, to the Patriots, Boston, all of New England. And you know what? I have to say this too, and they did mention this on ESPN, that with what the Red Sox, the Bruins, and the Celtics accomplished, the Patriots were the team that started it when they won that first Super Bowl, and then they just kept on adding it more.
How much do you love an owner like Robert Kraft? I do, and granted, if you take a look at the Chicago Bears, let's use my favorite team. They are owned by a lady who's over 90 years old, and that is Virginia Hallis McCaskey, who was the daughter of the founding father of the Chicago Bears and one of the founding fathers of the NFL, and that's George Papa Bear Hallis. But you have an owner like that is not visible, that is not well known. You take an owner such as Robert Kraft, arguably the most successful owner over the last 20 years in the NFL. This guy loves the publicity. I'll be honest, Robert Kraft may be what you want in an NFL owner today.
Exactly. And now we're going to let this whole thing drop until the appeal. We have to run to commercial break because we got Skippy Bayless Bash Hour coming up. We're at the quarter of the hour.
That's right. We'll be right back listening to Jeff Escow, Showman, and Frank Spankel on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hello there. I'm a famous actor. Pretty sure you know who I am. And when I want to know what's going on in the sports world, I tune into Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right, joining us right now, the producer and program director of Sports World Radio, Josh Lopez. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
I guess it's about that time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Skip It Bayless Bash Hour.
You said it differently today.
That's right.
Skippy Bayless said that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be 20-0 this year.
Wait, 20-0?
20-0?
How could they be 20? Wait, hold on. So they're going to win all 16 games. Wait a minute.
There is only
19-0 or whatever it is.
There's only 3 playoff games. All right, so they'd be 19-0.
Well, and then the Super Bowl, so it's 20-0.
No, 19-0. If they go 16-0, then they got divisional playoff, NFC Championship game, Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we get a bye week. I mean, 20-0. What? That's impossible.
20-0.
They're not going to even have a chance to win the Super Bowl, Skippy. Gosh, I've seen how bad they look in preseason. What makes you think that the Cowboys are going to be so good? Maybe Smokin' Ronnie loves that comment. He's probably listening out there somewhere.
Unbelievable. Unstinking believable, man.
Somebody's cuckoo.
Somebody's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, I haven't said that in a while. Can I say that?
Well, how would you assess that, Jeff? Everybody praising the Cowboys, and I know that you'll probably have a different view of it on NFL Real Talk on Saturday.
Of course I will.
And Frank, you too about the Dallas Cowboys.
Damn
Dallas
Skippy.
Cowboys, look. All right, you know what? Who's going to win that division? Ain't going to be the Washington Redskins. Maybe the Philadelphia Eagles. Could it be the Philadelphia Eagles?
I think it comes down to 2 teams that we'll get to when we talk about
Philadelphia and the Giants.
Either, yes, the Eagles or the Giants. Other than that, though, we got more Skippy quotes.
Skippy Bayless said that
Here we go with the first torture of the day.
My Pittsburgh Pirates are pissing me off.
Good.
Oh, now
they should be. They've lost to a pretty crummy team.
That's right. Good for you that they're pissing you off.
Because Skippy probably wants to see the Pittsburgh Steelers win, Pittsburgh Pirates, Jeff, win a World Series.
It's about time somebody's pissing you off.
Somebody's pissing me off. Go ahead.
Skippy Bayless said that Kansas City Royals will not make the World Series this year.
I disagree with you, Skippy. They're 81-51. They are an impressive story going back to last year. And I think, Frank, you would agree with me totally about the Kansas City Royals this year.
Hey, the Kansas City Royals, my goodness. Let me ask you, they've proven that they haven't been a fluke.
They haven't been a fluke, and you know that them losing that World Series when they had their tying run 90 feet away means that they were upset that they lost that World Series, and they want it badly to bring their second championship since 1985.
Okay, listen. Gentlemen. The Kansas City Royals, they accomplished more than anybody thought. They went to 7. Did anybody honestly think, heading into the 2014 season, that this team was going to win the American League pennant, much less get into the playoffs?
I think that expectations after what happened last year were going to be high before the start of this year. What do you think, Josh, about the Kansas City Royals?
Skippy Bale said that
Never mind.
Cleveland Browns will win 12 games this year.
How many?
12.
The
Cleveland Browns are going to win
games?
12 games this year. What the hell is this guy doing?
With who, Johnny Manziel? Actually, it's Josh McCown's team. It's not really Manziel's team.
Because Skippy's praising Johnny Manziel.
Because he's got nobody else on that team to praise. That's the problem.
Let me ask you, does Skip Bayless always want to hang out with Johnny Manziel?
I guess so. He's got something for Jerry Jones, he's got something for Charles Barkley, and he's got something for Johnny Manziel.
Correct. Skippy Bayless said that Charles Barkley should be the new head coach for the Utah Jazz.
Oh, shut up.
Who should be?
Yeah.
Who?
What would he? Charles Barkley, Jeff?
Jesus criminy. This guy's got a serious hard-on for Charles Barkley and Jerry Jones, man. I'm serious.
Even Jerry Jones and Johnny Manziel. How about that, Frank? Charles Barkley, head coach of the Utah Jazz.
Can I take a page from the Humps playbook here, please? Can I take? I've never said this before, but I feel like saying this right now. Hump, if you want to, I'm sorry, but I'm going to plagiarize you. Shut up, Skip.
There you go, Frank.
Skippy Bayless said that mine.
Here we go again.
My Boston Red Sox look like an absolute joke this year against my New York Yankees.
Geez, Red Sox and Yankee fans must really hate you, Skip.
The rivalry is not as big anymore, Skip. The Red Sox are having to rebuild. I understand that. That's not going very well. The Yankees are getting lucky with their wins. Who cares, you idiot? Since when did they become... Oh, since the Yankees started winning. We all already know that you're always the one that goes with the teams that are winning, you schmuck.
Skippy Bayless said that Chris Carter should be given a second chance.
Jeff, what do you say?
I don't think he should be second. Not right now. Because the only reason why that guy decided to apologize is suppose he got caught. It was over a year later until he apologized. That's ridiculous.
We talked about this recently. You were very offended. You were offended last week. We talked about this.
I'm even more offended now that ESPN suspended Curt Schilling for what he did and didn't touch freaking Chris Carter.
And what do you say about that, Frank? Yeah,
I'm
Chris
say
Carter
this,
gets off the hook, and then Schilling gets suspended, Frank.
Okay, well, all right. Understand this. And by the way, I did have a chance to read about this online. Curt Schilling has been suspended for the rest of the season by ESPN. Not fired, but suspended. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
No, we did. We talked about it. I opened up the show with that and went ballistic over it.
Okay, but here's the thing. What he tweeted, and I know it did include an image of Adolf Hitler to the side. But here's the thing. I don't believe Curt Schilling was being anti-Semitic here. He was just trying to make a point that was based on statistics.
Correct.
Skippy Bayless said he's the Iron Man of broadcasting.
Yeah, whatever.
I am Iron Man.
And he's the one that's always bragging about himself. Typical Skippy. Wow.
Skippy Bayless said that Cal Ripken Jr. is the most overrated baseball player of all time.
Oh my God!
Oh, God bless. All right, can I say this?
That is stupid.
I've had no. You adjust. 20 years since Cal Ripken Jr. Lou Gehrig's all time. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that's ever going to be broken.
Nah.
Broken again. I don't.
It's not.
I found this clip on YouTube today because I knew you were coming on, so I needed to find an old baseball clip from Skip. And when I heard it, I was like, "Oh, Frank's gonna be pissed."
What?
I am pissed.
What? The Hammer and Iron Man? Come on.
No, about him saying Cal Ripken's the most overrated.
I know, overrated player. It's been 20 years, Skip. Don't forget about the 20th anniversary, and that was when baseball, of course, was coming off the strike, and when Cal Ripken did that, it was great. He's a great baseball player. He broke.
Can I say this, Sean?
Goodness.
Sean, let me say this: Cal Ripken Jr. was blessed with prominent health here. However, there were some times in which he did have aches and pains. Cal Ripken Jr. was hurt at times, but you know what? He played through it. So once again, and I'm sorry, Pump, I got to plagiarize you. Shut the hell up, Skip!
I can agree with you there and you also have to remember he did win a World Series in his first year because he was there 1983 to like 1999. Oh my goodness.
Skippy Bayless said the Cleveland Browns will blow out the Chicago Bears tonight.
Who cares? Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness,
Frank!
He's expecting Johnny Manziel to have 3 touchdowns tonight.
Who gives a beaver's damn? It's preseason.
It's funny, Jeff. You know what, Frank? And all the times we've done Skippy Bayless Bash Hour, boy, you're really going berserk there, buddy, today.
No, but he insulted one of my favorite ball players growing up as a child, Cal Ripken Jr.
And you said Josh, let's have you laugh.
Well, let's transition to the next quote, which will piss Frank off.
Oh, cool.
Skippy Bayless said that Greg Maddux is the most overrated Hall of Famer ever.
Okay, I'm done.
Whoa.
I'm leaving. Dude, you know what? Thank goodness Skip Bayless and I aren't face to face because I would really knock him out. Skip. Did you? All right. When did Greg Maddux pitch? When did he win all of those Cy Youngs and Gold Gloves? He won them during the steroid era.
And Jeff, he calls Greg Maddux the most overrated pitcher. What do you say about that?
I'm done.
That's that. What is he, crazy?
Correct.
He's nuts.
Crazy. He's on crack.
Skippy Bale said that he... Yeah.
Go ahead.
He's on crack.
Skippy Bale said he would win an Emmy Award if he was in the Big Brother house.
Jeff?
He's not. You know what? You're not even going to make it. You're not even going to have a chance to win an Emmy in the Big Brother house because if I'm in there, you're pushing the button, bitch.
dude.
You're pushing the button. How about that?
Skip Bayless said that ESPN should buy WWE and Vince McMahon's a terrible promoter.
Ain't going to happen.
Yeah, that's not happening
No, it's
either.
not gonna happen.
Skip, you can't always get what you want, idiot.
The government and Ted Turner can't beat Vince McMahon. Really, ESPN's going to?
Exactly.
Mickey freaking Mouse? Give me a break.
Exactly.
Dude, Vince McMahon did. The government tried to prosecute McMahon, and what did McMahon do? He kicked their ass.
Skippy Bayless said that He said that my Cincinnati Bengals will miss the playoffs this year.
The Bengals
ain't gonna happen.
The playoffs.
Well, they're not going to the Super Bowl.
With a 7-9 record, Jeff. That's what he said today.
Okay, whatever, douchebags.
Well, they're not going to the Super Bowl
because he doesn't have any trust in Andy Dalton there, Jeff, and that he's a fluke.
Skippy Bayless said that Dan Le Batard is the most underrated broadcaster in the world.
Oh, geez, this is a pretty good skip.
I have to say that Jeff knows that he was upset one night when he was watching Dan Le Batard.
Dan Le Batard is a joke and a half, bitches.
That goes for the first half batch of quotes that I have for today's show. We'll go with more after the update.
All right, let's run to our final update of the day. This update is brought to you by JockJournal.com. Head on over to JockJournal.com and check out everything they're writing about over there about the NFL. It's JockJournal.com. Take it away, Josh Lopez, with the final update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff, Frank, and Sean. Welcome, everybody. Sports World Radio here on a Thursday. September 3rd, actually. Right now, first quarter, the Buccaneers are up 7-3 against the Dolphins. We got 0-0 tie in Indy as the Bengals are taking on the Colts, a rematch of last year's wild card game. We had the Falcons beating the Ravens 7-0. The Saints are beating the Packers 7-0. And the other game going on live right now is the Jets up 7-0 against the Philadelphia Eagles. Our games tonight, we got Jaguars and Redskins, Panthers and Steelers, Bills and Lions, Patriots and Giants, Browns and Bears, Texans and Cowboys, Vikings and Titans, Chiefs and Rams, Cardinals, Broncos, Chargers, 49ers, and then finally, the late night game, folks, the Raiders at the Seattle Seahawks. This Sports World Radio update has been brought to you by JockJournal.com. Go to JockJournal.com. There's also an SWR section when you select the Partners tab at the top of the page. We'll be back with the Skip Bayless Bash Hour right after this commercial break.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
When I'm not out there acting and I want to know what's going on in the sports world, I tune in to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. We got Josh Lopez with us, we got Frank Sprankle with us, and we got the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour going. All right, let's go.
Our shows are live every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. in the East, 8 p.m. in the West, and you live in the mountains.
Who cares?
Figure it out for yourself. And don't forget to join up for our sports shorts over at swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts and listen to all the conversations that me and the guys are having during the commercial breaks. Boom.
Yep, it's a barn burner, folks. Anyway, let's get back into action, shall we? Skippy Bayless said that my Jacksonville Jaguars will have more than 5 wins this year.
All right, Jeff, what do you think? Jaguars more than 5 wins according to Skippy.
No way.
Don't forget
An
about
accomplishment for them.
Don't forget about the steak dinner there, Jeff.
No way.
Skippy Bayless' bold prediction today, Jeff, was that Philip Rivers will have more than 20 interceptions this year.
More than 20 interceptions.
Whoa, that's what, and he probably is thinking there, Jeff, that he's an overrated quarterback for Phil Rivers.
Good for him.
Sometimes I think he just likes to piss you off, Jeff. Seriously.
Good for him.
Yeah, Skippy Bayless said that Joey Crawford is the best referee in the history of sports.
Oh, my God.
Boy, he really wants to piss you off.
Happy birthday to Joey Crawford. Did anybody get him a birthday present a couple days ago?
How old is he, 75?
64, and he still runs up and down the court pretty slow.
He looks like he's in good shape, though.
What?
Whoa, Frank!
He looks like the elderly white man Pablo Sandoval on the court. What are you talking about?
He looks like Mr. Clean.
He's like
Doesn't he look
Dr.
like
Evil
Mr.
mixed
Clean?
with Pablo Sandoval, that fat hump.
Dude, Pablo's more fat than he is.
Hey, leave the panda alone. You pick on Joey Crawford, you leave the panda alone, bastard.
Yeah, well, at least I'm not going to work and look at Instagram of hot women and do, well, you know.
Hey, I got to give it up to that. At least he wasn't checking out man on Instagram.
Leave Panda alone. He has one bad year, and you guys rip him. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
Skippy Bayless said there's 2 games throughout the week he's looking forward to when it comes to like the regular schedule for football guys. He says he's most excited for the Thursday night games. He's also excited for the NFL London games.
Hey, Jeff, you ready for that? Rise and shine. NFL in London, everybody. Get up at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Which is 8 a.m. Central. I tell you, Josh won't be watching it.
Good morning.
That's what I'm going to be doing. Sleeping when that game is on.
Equal opportunity ripper.
That's right.
Skippy Bayless said that my Cleveland Cavaliers will win an NBA championship after Space Jam 2 comes out.
Really?
Hey, anybody watching Space? Hey, Frank, going to Space Jam 2 when it comes out with LeBron playing in it?
Hey, just out of curiosity, what day does it come out, or when, give or take, does it come out?
I don't care. I'm not watching that movie.
Josh is like going, thanks a lot for screwing up my version of cartoons.
Hey, you know what? I know somebody can watch it for free. I know somebody that gets movies. Seriously, I know somebody that gets Hollywood movies for free fed into their home.
Oh, Lord.
Actually, they live in an apartment, but they get... seriously, there's a way you can do it.
Well, Josh, you can save up and go to Space Jam 2 at a Chicago movie theater.
Are you paying? Are you driving me there?
I wouldn't waste a dime on that crap.
All right, here we go. Skippy Bayless said that not only Tony Romo's the top 5 quarterback, Jeff, but he also said Tony Romo's the top 5 NFL player.
Ooh.
Scratch my ass. How about that?
Well, Skippy wants to see Romo win a Super Bowl this year, Jeff and Frank.
Well, quite frankly, I think the best place for sports in the NFL is in Cowboy Stadium with my Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And Frank, only in Jerry World, Frank.
In Jerry World?
Yes, only in Jerry World.
That place couldn't even hold a Super Bowl.
Because Jerry Jones got criticism because he couldn't get the fans in there because he took heat for that.
Well, of course, I paid for those tickets, or I was giving them. Let me ask you, if you were denied access to the Super Bowl because of tickets you have, wouldn't that piss you off?
Oh, yeah, it would.
That pissed me off.
Skippy Bayless said that WrestleMania is in Dallas, so why is the Super Bowl in San Francisco this year?
I just mentioned it, because look at what happened when the Super Bowl was in Dallas the last time.
Yeah, that Super Bowl was boring, man.
But it was Green Bay and Pittsburgh.
That was a freaking snooze fest.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I know why you're saying that, Hump, because of who the Packers defeated to get there.
It was terrible.
No, it has nothing to do with that. Both teams are boring. I don't care about the Steelers or the Packers. And everybody acts like, the Bears got blown out in the NFC Championship game. They lost by 7 points.
I know.
6 points.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Points,
Are you going to Mania when it comes to are you going to Dallas for Mania?
More Skippy quotes. Let's go.
Yes, I'll be down there.
Interview Skip.
Hell no. Skippy Bayless said that he's looking forward to all the movies coming out for the Dallas Cowboys from the 90s. I guess there's some bio clip for the early 90s Cowboys, Jeff, that's coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, Jerry's Boys. You could watch that, too, with all the cowboy movies he's talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Anybody want to see that in theaters? Michael Irvin in movie?
No. No, not one bit.
I saw the real thing.
Skippy Bayless said that my Toronto Blue Jays will be in the World Series this year.
Oh, because they're winning. Because they're winning.
Jeez, I've never heard of. Listen, I've never heard him claim any team. I've never heard him say "my" to any team north of the border. Have you?
He only does it because they're winning. He only does it
Canada,
because they're winning.
You know what? I think he wants love in Canada.
All right, here we go. We got another divisional my quote. So prepare.
Oh
prepare
no,
your seatbelts, buddy.
Oh my gosh! How much more can the Shaco-meter 5,000 take?
All right, we're moving to the NFC South Division.
I know.
We did it the other day. Actually, he did the NFC West Division today. Actually, that's what he said. All right, here we go.
I know where we're going with this one. Go ahead.
Skippy Bayless said that my St. Louis Rams will beat my Seattle Seahawks and my Arizona Cardinals and my
Okay, there. Yeah, now
49ers to win the NFC West.
What are you running out of power?
The power.
I don't know. I better fix the Shaco-meter 5,000.
Yeah,
it's back.
Get the battery in there. Like Toy Story. He's freaking out. Yeah, how about that, Jeff? Four minds for the NFC West Division.
What do you think there, Jeff?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Okie dokie.
That's typical Skippy for you.
Correct. Skippy Bayless said that John Cena is the worst wrestler of all time.
Jeff, what do you think of that?
Hey, Skippy, have you ever seen Bastion Booger before?
And John Cena, Jeff, being the worst wrestler, according to Skippy.
Right. Well, what do you expect from Skippy? He's a schmuck. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. So what do you expect from him?
That's because he has his assistants write his stuff out for him.
Correct.
Yeah.
He still thinks that he still thinks that Tony Romo played against the Chargers.
Oh, yeah. Remember that one? Oh, my goodness. We won't forget that.
No, I will never forget that as long as I live.
All right. Skippy Bayless said that Des Bryant will have more touchdowns than Jerry Rice when his career's over.
Oh, jeez. He's really disrespecting a lot of people today, is he?
He sure is.
So it's Cal Ripken Jr., then was Greg Maddox, now it's Jerry Rice.
You know, see, the problem is he never says these things in front of these people.
Correct.
See, that's the problem. He's got no balls to say it in front of them.
Skippy Bayless said if Skip Bayless and Charles Barkley were a duo for golf, they would have more Masters victories than Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson?
Now he's getting into golf.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Gosh, you were such a fluke.
Jeff? Anything?
Wow. Get the hell out of here. Wow. Really? Come on, dude. You can't, you know what? You can't even, your wife can beat you on a freaking miniature golf. Okay? You can't even beat Jack Nicklaus at miniature golf or anybody at miniature golf, let alone a regular game. I'll tell you what, Skip. Hold on. I'll tell you what, Skip. We'll play 18 holes. I'll give you 7 strokes. And I'll still beat
you're
you.
giving a head start. Are you trying to tell me that you're going to give, or telling all of us that Skip Bayless gets a head start?
I'll still beat him.
I'm sure Skippy would like to take Escal on in a golf match and play 18 holes.
I'll still beat him.
Do you think a 10-year-old girl at the Fun Center can beat Skip Bayless?
Hey, it doesn't matter if it's virtual, mini golf, or the real thing. Skip Bayless will not win.
Not win. Not win. Not win at all. We're gonna run to our final break of the day. You're listening to Jeff Escal, Sean Man, Josh Lopez, Frank Sprinkle on
SportsWorld Radio.
Someone I used to see, but she don't give a damn for me. Well, let me get to the point. Let's roll another joint. Turn the radio loud. I'm too alone to be proud, and you don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels to be me. People come, people go. Some grow young, some grow cold. I woke up in between a memory and a dream. So let's get to the point. Let's roll another joint. Let's head on down the road. There's somewhere I gotta go.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and the Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped a million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hello there. I'm a famous actor. Pretty sure you know who I am. And when I want to know what's going on in the sports world, I tune into Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Mescal, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet. Now listen to me, kids. If you have not signed up for our sports shorts yet, you are missing a boat, because when we were at break, Josh and Sean and Frank were going at each other like they were in a cage match, dude. It was freaking awesome. Head on over to swrshorts.com/SWR Shorts and sign up today, please.
It's like a show within itself.
It is, man. We do stuff on sports shorts that we don't do on the show. So head on over to swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts and sign up today. All right, let's get back to the final of the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour.
The bets will continue, by the way. Anyway,
shut
Skippy Bayless said that he said my New York Knicks will not make the playoffs and that Phil Jackson will be let go after this season.
Okay, first of all, they're not your New York Knicks. That's number one. Okay? Number two, Phil Jackson will not be let go after this year, because this is actually his first full year of his own team, of his own players, of the team that he's bringing, of the players that he's bringing in. Last year was the players that he inherited. This year is some of his own players. Next year will be some of his own players. Listen, he's his second year of his 5-year contract. He's going to be there until at least his 4th year.
Hey, but didn't you say that John Farrell should be let go even though he has a contract extension?
Hey, leave out Farrell. Leave him alone.
Hey, I'm just trying to be an objective journalist.
Derek Fisher's going to get fired before Phil Jackson does.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
And that's the same thing as John Farrell, isn't it?
Whoa. I heard that.
Smokes.
Leave him alone. The guy gets an extension. You guys treat him
The
like
extension ain't worth the paper it's written on, bitch.
Oh, you guys.
And you know that because you've seen many coaches, managers sign a 5-year extension, and the next year what happens? They're fired.
Yeah, and even some coaches get a deal for 3 years before they go to a new team, and they get fired like nothing. Does Bobby Valentino ring a bell?
That's right. Bobby Valentine ring a bell to you?
Was a different story.
When? Valentine ring a bell to you? Okay, then.
Valentine was a different story.
Doesn't matter.
The guy was drama.
Let me ask you a question. Did he finish out his 5-year contract?
It was a multi-year deal. It wasn't a 5-year contract.
Okay. Did he finish out his multi-year deal?
No, because he was drama.
Then
he was
it ain't.
drama on the radio
Then
station.
it ain't worth. Then it ain't worth the paper it was written on.
That's a different story. Valentine is drama. Farrell's not even close to being drama.
What are you gonna No, you know why he's not close to being charmer? Because they're in last freaking place every goddamn year he's been the manager.
Hey, you know what, Jeff? I know how you would do
your face. Oh my
God! I know how you would do these contracts, Jeff. I know how you would do these contracts. You would only have for a manager only a 1-year deal.
One-year contract.
You got to resign after one season, correct?
Not just the manager, but every goddamn player too.
Hey, that would make it open competition in training camp.
Damn right it would.
I love pulling the strings. This going back and forth with Jeff and Sean is what makes Sports World Radio awesome.
Yeah, all right. Oh my goodness.
Because Josh knows I'm right and Sean's wrong.
Well, so you think?
No, I know.
Yeah, last place.
No,
Does 2013 ring a bell?
okay. You know
Yeah.
something? It's been proven time after time after time that an extension doesn't mean crap.
Well, it can for good contributions and a good job.
They said that for Claude Julien too, and he's about to be ring off the hook.
It doesn't matter if it's the NFL. It doesn't matter if it's baseball. It doesn't matter if it's basketball. It doesn't matter if it's hockey. You
gosh.
sign an extension, ain't worth the paper you sign it on because you can get fired at any time.
1-year deals right
anyway,
now with
Skippy
these
Bayless
preseason games.
Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, Skippy Bayless said that Floyd Mayweather should be the owner of the Las Vegas Aces.
That made no sense.
Floyd Mayweather.
Well, it's a complete sentence, so it does make sense.
Do they have an owner?
Not that I know of.
Well, you know damn well I wouldn't be a bit surprised if like 5 or 6 hotels get together and buy the team.
Right?
Hey, Frank, let's go to Las Vegas together, you and I, Frank. Go see a Las Vegas Aces game.
Let's go see the Blackhawks. Go win the Blackhawks.
We're gonna
plan for the Aces.
We're gonna plan a Sports World Radio trip to Vegas during hockey season, so we all can see the Vegas Aces play. How about that?
We're going to be the only people in the arena watching the game.
Hey, at least we'll be able to sit at the glass.
They better give us some press spots.
You know what we'll do?
Sweet.
You know what we'll do? Half of us will sit at the glass on one goal, and half of us will sit at the glass at the other goal.
And just have a bad
and you know what we'll do? We'll yell back and forth to each other. Sports World Radio! Sports World Radio!
Then we could yell Skippy sucks or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll bring a sign.
You know what we could do? We could do Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless. You suck!
Dude, we could make it like Kurt Angle.
Yeah. You really let him have it.
Skippy.
Bayless. You suck!
Shut up!
You're fired. Skippy Bayless said that the twins are his favorite characters from this season of Big Brother.
Figures.
Actually,
Does he watch the live feeds?
I don't know if he watches the live feeds, but he does says he loves the show.
Yeah, I know, and he likes the twins.
Correct.
Yeah, a bunch of freaks. I can't stand those twins. They're so, you know what? They got an annoying voice, just like you do, Skippy.
That's a wrap for today's edition of the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. I have some more quotes for you tomorrow, including the Skippy Bayless Douche Canoe Award.
And the Rat Bastard of the Week award, too.
All right, yeah, first one of the week.
That's coming tomorrow. Yeah, that should be pretty interesting. Do we have any candidates already?
Well, Josh and we'll talk it over, Josh.
Yes.
Oh, boy, that should be kind of fun.
And you got 4 minutes, and your bet finally paid off. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Hey, can we? I do have a candidate I want to nominate. Can we, or at least for the Rat Bastard of the Week? How about the wife of the Washington Redskins general manager?
We talked about that.
I'm
Should
with
be nominated?
And not only she should be nominated, I think she should win it.
Yeah, like dudes are the only people that cheat or whatever on their wives. I love how girls assume stuff. Oh, and then they post it on social media.
You heard what she called the reporter from ESPN, right?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, man.
It doesn't bear repeating on the show.
No, I didn't
Girls
say it.
shouldn't be doing that.
I didn't say it, and I'm not going to, but that's ridiculous. She tweeted out that's ridiculous, man.
Josh, it's like, you cheated on me.
Who cares?
Where's the evidence, you freaking hump?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was saying.
Innocent, guilty.
Unbelievable. She's got to be a candidate, doesn't she?
Yes.
Oh, she's got to be. She probably should be unanimous person to win.
And ESPN.
And you know something? ESPN is on the Douche Canoe Award for week for sure.
Ooh.
ESPN doesn't go Rat Bastard. They go Douche Canoe this week.
Okay, that sounds good.
because they're journalists. They go Douche Canoe.
I put air quotes when it comes to journalists, but
well, they're supposedly supposed to be journalists, so they go on the Douche Canoe side, and they're pretty high up there for the winner of the award
that's
this week.
a dying word, Jeff.
What?
Journalists? Because there's no real journalists anymore.
No, I know. Writers?
I guess.
Schmucks?
All broadcasters and journalists are all the same. They just share their opinion now. Nobody's being objective anymore.
Personalities?
Maybe.
They got a whole bunch of personalities over there that are all freaking wacky.
Yep.
Uh-oh, Chip Kelly's fed up because the Eagles are losing to the Jets.
Good.
Tim Tebow's not doing very well in the game against the Jets.
Good.
Yeah, maybe
Good.
Sam Bradford gets injured today.
Well, no, Sam Bradford's not playing. It's just Tebow and what's his face playing?
Sanchez?
No, Tebow.
Barkley?
Barkley out of USC.
Tebow and Barkley.
Okay.
Those are the only two quarterbacks playing today. Hey, you know what? On that note, we're getting the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. We had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. I want to thank Tripp Mabry from JockJournal.com coming on and talk to us about Carolina Panthers football. Remember, we'll be back tomorrow. Until then, my friends, don't forget, you have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please remember, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. Until tomorrow, for Sean Mann, Jeff Escow, Josh Lopez, Frank Sprankle, this has been Sports World Radio.
Goodbye, and have a great evening, everybody.
Shut up, Skip.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, kid. So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? How long is that?
In a little while, man.
Goodbye, folks. Goodbye, folks.